Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to give you a small introduction to EDCI 5305 for the summer session 3 for the summer of 2014, Advanced Curriculum Issues in Education. I'll go over the syllabus a little bit, and I'll tell you a little bit about the organization of the course, and I'll also tell you a few personal things about what I'm doing this summer. To start out with, I'm Dr. Ronald Anderson, of course, and you will note, or maybe you know this already, maybe you don't, that I'm actually teaching this course from Colorado. And part of the course I'll be teaching from Colorado, and sometimes I might be in Arizona, New Mexico, California, Utah, Nebraska, South Dakota. I do a lot of traveling. We just like to travel as a family. And so oftentimes I will be traveling, but I'm really not on vacation. What I am doing is I'm traveling. And so this entire summer, I am working. I'm working on this course. I'm your professor. I'm available all day as long as I have phone reception. And I always have internet, hopefully, in the evenings. So feel free to call me at any time. Send me a text message. And there are numbers for text messages. And you will see under course announcements at the bottom here, it tells how I will always answer your text messages within 12 hours as soon as I get to a place where I have a connection. And I'll try to answer all emails within 24 hours, usually much quicker than that. I try to check them in the morning. I try to check them in the evening before I go to bed. Feel free to text message me at the phone number listed in the announcement, and also to give me a call. Call me on the phone, especially if you really need an answer right away. If you're distressed for any reason, just give me a call and I can usually talk you through it. If you're having computer problems, call me right away. We can't always do it by text message, but call me. I will get you into my address list or my phone list, my contact list, and we'll be able to text message back and forth. I'll know who you are if you text me early on during the semester, or you give me a call early on during the semester. I prefer that you call my cell number instead of my office number. Now, my office number, if you call that one, the one in the syllabus, all calls are automatically transferred to me, and I will answer them wherever I am in the United States. Okay, you'll see there's a course syllabus, and there's the course mail, and look up at the lessons part. And let's go to the lessons part. And you'll see that we're organized according to week. And so I'll have something with news headlines, and I talk about some of the things from last year, and I'll be adding to this anything I find in the news that would be pertinent to this particular course. There's an introductory module where you will have some assignments. My syllabus introduction, which I will be putting this there. I'm going to put that in there, replace the one from last summer. And you'll see the course syllabus, which will be the current one. You're going to be expected to meet and greet forum. You're going to tell a little bit about yourselves to your classmates, and you can copy from what you did maybe in a previous semester. And then you're going to respond to your classmates, and that'll be worth a few points. And you're going to acknowledge that you've read the syllabus, and you're going to acknowledge the College of Education policies as contained in the syllabus. And here's my APA introduction as well. And I encourage you to watch that APA introduction. And I'll probably have a different icon there by the time you see it. And that will be helpful to give you a guide. Now, talking about APA, that's one of the recommended textbooks, or not books, textbooks, but one of the recommended materials for the course. And let's go to Amazon.com. Now, if you're just starting out in your master's degree program, if you're majoring in curriculum and instruction with me and Dr. Coronado, then you're going to have to master the APA style manual as quickly as possible. Your grade depends on it. If you don't master it in this semester, you can't get higher than a B, and most likely, if you never master it, you might get a C or might not even make it. So I recommend, it's through Amazon.com, a little over $24 plus tax, so it's probably going to be around $25, $26, and it's well worthwhile. You get it before classes begin. You can start learning about how to cite your references Monday. when the course will be released to you. It's not going to be released to you before Monday, I don't think. So I'm going to be sending ahead of time for those who have enrolled by the week before. I'm going to send you a link to this video and also a link to the syllabus. I'll attach it to the email. And you'll see that I have discussion rubric comments by Dr. Anderson, where I talk about the rubric and what I'm looking for on the rubric. And I'll have a chapter 1 introduction, which is very brief, talking about the chapter. And then you will see discussion 1, chapter 1 instructions, and I expect you to read those. I'll click on there and you will see what's expected. The discussion post and the peer response and the rubric that I will be using when I grade the assignment. There's also a discussion forum, post in peer response. You click on there and you go ahead and post your discussion post, and I recommend that you write it out as a Word document, and then after you've had it according to the requirements and you've answered the prompt, then you copy and paste that into the discussion forum. And then when your classmates have also posted, then you can respond to one of them. And don't worry if no one responds to you. Maybe no one's responding to you because you're like the last one to post it. The earlier you post, the more likely you're going to get a response. And your classmates generally want to mix it around and don't always respond to the same people all the time. So don't worry about it. There are too few students in the course, and so there's a chance that you'll have some weeks where nobody responds to yours, but you go ahead and respond to the others as according to the directions. And also you're going to submit the text, the file that you created, the Word document. You will post that to turn it in, and you will be able to see how you did on that. Don't worry if it shows that the references or the prompt is copied. That'll be no problem. I'm more interested that you're not quoting materials without giving citation. That's what I'm most concerned about. So as long as you're quoting your citations with quotation marks, you're going to be okay. But then again, I don't want it all being just quotations. That won't work either. I will say too much dependence on quotations and you won't get as high a score on the assignment. There'll be more about that as I introduce it. And I'm also going to have, you're going to see an icon here also at some point where I'll have my YouTube introduction to the assignment. And so you will see that also, that for each assignment I will have a little YouTube introduction similar to the introduction I have here, but it'll usually be about 2 minutes long as I give you tips on how to approach the particular assignment, maybe 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes at the most. Let's take a look at the syllabus. The syllabus, I might have minor errors in here, and so if I have minor errors, I will change those later on, and I will let you know when I've changed the syllabus, especially if there's anything that has to do with due dates and so forth. I'll try to email you at the beginning of every week or just before the beginning of the week, and I'm going to try to make all assignments and all folders available to you like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time before the assignment is due. Notice that my office hours, the online course room, they call it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. or by appointment. Email me and I will try to talk to you, but by appointment means just catch me anywhere. I can be on top of the mountain, I can be driving on the freeway, I have hands-free, Bluetooth, and so no problem talking to you. But if the cell phone is out of range, then we might have to wait a while. But we can have an appointment and we can talk over things. We can even do Skype if necessary. Has my email, which is my TAMIU email, but I'm fine with text messages as well. Okay, the office phone is going to be the one that's listed here, the 956-236-2539, and as I said, it is forwarded to me. We have the program mission, we have the required textbook, and make sure you get the textbook and you have it ready for the first day of class. Sometimes the bookstore runs out of those. Sometimes they don't think there's going to be very many students and everybody buys it, and then you're stuck without a book for a while. So go ahead and get that as quickly as you can, and so that the bookstore will have them for you. There's recommended materials as well. Since you're going to be doing an action research project, I have a couple of books related to those that I've used to help me design the assignment, and also the APA manual, 6th edition. The course map, late assignments, look that over, posting of content, be courteous to your classmates. Here's a list of how the final grade is calculated. Introductory activities, 40 points. Task assignments, 160 points. Those you do just in the Dropbox. You do not show those to your classmates, the task assignments. There will be some little activity related to each chapter, and you will just show those to me. The discussions, which you are sharing with your classmates, that is worth like 35% of the total score, as is the action research project, is another 350 points once you add up the action research proposal, the literature review, and the paper itself. So 70% of the course is the discussions in the action research project. The withdrawal date, and also the College of Education has a grading scale. 93 to 100% is an A, and a B is 84 to 92%. Nothing wrong with a B, especially in the College of Education, the way we have a grading scale like this. You don't want to have a C, because C's will seriously jeopardize your career as a graduate student, and you might be advised to drop the course if you have too many C's already. And if you're getting an F, which is below 75%, would advise you to withdraw from the course so that you would be able to take the course over again. If you don't withdraw and get an F, it jeopardizes you being able to continue in the program. Going on, there's other interesting information, and here is the tentative course schedule, and it has the readings, the topics covered, and the outcomes, products, the assignments that are due for each day. You'll notice that pretty much every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday something is due. That is because this is an online course, and it's different from when you have a face-to-face course, which in the summer would probably meet 2-3 times a week. In the 15-week semester, it would probably meet once a week, and you do a lot of reading, you do all your assignments, everything is due on the same day. But that would be very difficult, everything coming in all at once, and so I've spread it out so that you're continually engaged, and that is the difference between online and doing a face-to-face, is that there's a little bit of something due every day in this course. And so you can go through there and you can plan your trips. I'm not going to call them vacations, but you can have trips perhaps like I have trips, and we won't call them vacations because you are students through the whole summer, and I am a professor through the whole summer. And so we're not going to call them vacations. We're going to call them trips, and that we have wireless pretty much available everywhere we go, and there's no excuse for not being able to turn in assignments by the due date. If you think you're going to be traveling, you can go ahead and you can work ahead. In fact, I've designed it so that you can be almost 2 weeks ahead on posting your assignments to this course. If you have elective surgery during the summer, for instance, also, you can go ahead and try to get ahead on the course so that if you have your surgery during the summer, you'll have some time to recover and not have to worry about the course. Like I say, 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time, you'll be able to do your assignments. Policies of the College of Education and of the university talks about grades, talks about dropping courses, talks about plagiarism, attendance, and so forth. Attendance for our course is pretty much participation and getting things in on time. Discussion posts cannot be late, but assignments like the task assignments can be a little bit late, but I will take off points for every day late. But for the discussion, your classmates are depending on you, and we can't have late work coming in for the discussions because that defeats the purpose of having the discussion. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy the course. You'll be working hard in the course. I'll be working hard for this course, and I look forward to interacting with you and looking at what you produce for the course and reading your thoughts about various topics we're going to cover. For those of you who are worked this last year in a classroom, you're going to find that the Action Research Project will be very easy for you, and many assignments you'll be able to draw on your experience. If you have never taught, this is going to be a very difficult course for you, and you might want to talk to me on a strategy so that you can prepare for like the action research project if you have not taught. That's very important that you would talk to me about that, because that puts you at a great disadvantage for this course. If you have any questions, please give me a call, send me a note. Enjoy the semester.